Simpson, and first off, I'd like to say that you people who work for Harrison and Grierson and have worked for Harrison and Grierson belong to a unique fraternity. Harrison and Grierson have been in existence for 130 years, and there's only one reason why that happens, because developed within the company is a tremendous ethic. And that's what makes Harrison Grierson is the ethics, and everybody needs to remember that, and they've got a responsibility to maintain the continuity of those ethics. And I have got nothing but admiration for John Collie and what he did. He certainly came to Tauranga. I interviewed him, and he said he was looking for a job, and I said what he had done, and he said, I've dodged trains on the railway tracks, and I said, that's rather interesting. I think we can make something out of that. But anyhow, John was taken on, and I think it is one of the smartest decisions that I actually made. John and I used to go out and play golf on Sundays, and we were both rank amateurs. And I went round to John's place one morning to pick him up, and he was a bit slow coming out. And he said, oh, gee, I'm sorry. I said, what have you been doing? Laurel and I have been trying to work out how to make babies. I said, I'm sorry, I can't help you, John. But John, for me, was a tremendous person, and he has touched on this a little bit. He was always helping, I wouldn't say the underprivileged, but people who were difficult. And I remember one of the persons who I employed was a guy by the name of Andrew Higginson. And some of you may remember Andrew, but he used to come in on Monday, and it had looked as though that he had been through a mincer. What he used to do is he used to go down the Creaton pub on Saturday and end up in fights. And so that really messed him up badly. And anyhow, with the passage of time, Andrew sort of subdued, and he took on the culture of John, of the rest of the firm, and he became quite a responsible individual. And I'll never forget that, how collectively us as a firm turned that guy's life around. And we also gave the employment opportunities to a number of other people who went on to serve the company extremely well. And we did a lot of things in Tauranga. John, as far as I was concerned, was always my right-hand man. I could always rely on him, and if it got too hard, he could have the ball. And I'm so grateful for the contribution that you made to Harrison and Grierson while I was in the chair. Putting it simply, you made me look good. And I appreciate that. But this is the nature of the guy who you are farewelling today. He has made a significant contribution to this office, but also the culture of Harrison and Grierson. And we need to remember that, and we need to respect it, because I would like to see myself standing up here in another 25 years and saying, gee, that's absolutely tremendous. We've got there, we've been in existence for 160 years, so that's good. So I look forward to that, and I'm so pleased to see a number of my colleagues here today who also supported me, also supported John through those years in Tauranga. And what I would say is all the best for the future, all the best for your retirement, and if I can give you any words of advice, make sure you get a lot of activities that will keep you engaged. And you don't have to be working, but get activities that are interesting and enjoyable. So John, my concluding words. You made me look good, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.